guys, it's Ariana. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be reading some more scary stories. As per usual, I have my wicked candle in here, making the whole room smell like a caramel apple. And if you guys are wondering why I always feature this candle in my videos, because it's really cute, it's really adorable, and it smells amazing. And I don't know, it's like a good luck charm that my video is gonna do okay. But we're going to be reading some more Reddit's creepy stories because I have a bunch saved and I'm very excited to read them. So I don't really have anything to ramble about other than the fact that I just dyed my hair blue, and I hope you guys think it's cute because I think it's cute. And I also cut quite a few inches off of it. So it is a lot shorter than where it has been for the last couple of years, but my hair was super damaged. So my best friend did a very good job. If you guys are interested in going and checking out my best friend's amazing hair Instagram, I will link it down below so you guys can go check out her work because she does absolutely amazing colors and she is an expert at blondes. But let's jump into these spooky stories. So this is from the ghost story section. It is from the Reddit author Flav Oesio. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And it's titled Tenant Ghost. I'm a landlord and I own 2 small houses next to mine, so I rent them out to families. One of my tenants was a 50-year-old economist. He had been renting for about 10 years. He lives with his son and his older mother. Last Tuesday, I got home from work around 5 p.m. and I found an ambulance in front of his house. And I see them loading him into the ambulance and the rest of the family, even some of his nephews I know, rushing to the car to follow the ambulance. I texted the son and I told him that I hoped his father recovered. The next day, I got to work early, but forgot some paperwork at home, and I decided to use my lunchtime to go get them. As I'm approaching my driveway, I see my tenant, who was taken by the ambulance the day before, shirtless, on the sidewalk, talking angry to someone over his cell phone. This was quite normal for him, as he had a bad temper, and he prefers to walk in front of his house while talking on the phone. All I could think of was that perhaps it was something not very bad, and he was back on his feet again. I got my papers and I left, not giving a second thought about it. That Friday, my mom asked me if I knew anything about the tenant, since she heard rumors that he had died in the hospital. I told her that that was not possible since I saw him going strong the next day. On Saturday, his son calls me and tells me his father died on Wednesday and they were vacating the house. My step-grandma, who lives a couple houses down the street, said she also saw him the very same day that I did, also talking on his phone on the sidewalk. It was almost 1 p.m., plain in sight. So did we see his ghost? And that's their entire post. Very sad that he passed away, but it's very interesting that you saw his ghost and you saw the ghost after he passed away already, and you had no idea that he had passed. So that one is really, really, really interesting. So thank you so much for allowing me to read that one. And let's move on to the next story. So this is from the sleep paralysis section, and it's from the Reddit author space_cowgirl1897, and it's titled Feeling of a Hand Caressing Me. I'm very creeped out. I've experienced sleep paralysis maybe 8 times in total in my life. Almost every time, I've been sleeping on my back and I experience visual hallucinations, like sleep demons or men breaking into my house, and the feeling that I can't breathe or move. From what I've read, that's pretty textbook sleep paralysis. Last night, I had a way creepier experience, and I'm wondering if anyone confirmed this is likely related to sleep paralysis. I woke up from a dream and I felt a dry hand caressing my back in a very creepy way. It felt very real, almost like someone was laying down next to me as they touched me. I experienced the temporary paralysis as I fought to swat the hand away and came out of it a few seconds later. There was no visual hallucinations or breathing issues. I was also sleeping on my side, which is a first for me as far as sleep paralysis goes. The part of my back that I felt being touched was not covered by sheets and was totally exposed. It seems likely to be sleep paralysis since I experienced the actual paralysis, but I've never experienced a human-like touch like that. Most stories I've read that involve touch are about the person being grabbed or yanked off of their bed or something sitting on their chest. This was a totally new experience. I'm trying really hard not to be creeped out. So this was surely just sleep paralysis, right? Oh my God, I have no answers for you, but maybe someone in my comment section can leave us a comment and let us know if that's sleep paralysis or if that is something else, because that is so fucking creepy. Oh my God, I do not like that at all. Something touching me at night, I would lose it. No, not good. This is from the scary story section. It is from the Reddit author OK_stay_5191. And this one's titled, The Whispers in My New Apartment Are Not From My Neighbors. I recently moved into a seemingly ordinary apartment, but something strange is happening. and I'm genuinely freaked out. So let me break it down for you. I moved in about 2 weeks ago, and everything was fine at first. It's an old building, but it has character, you know? However, things took a creepy turn when I started hearing whispers at night. And I'm not talking about muffled sounds from my neighbors. It started with soft murmurs, barely audible, like distant conversations. Initially, I thought it was my imagination playing tricks on me, but as the days went by, the whispers became clearer, almost as if they were coming from inside my walls. One night, I couldn't take it anymore. The whispers were more distinct, like a hushed gathering in an adjacent room. I followed the sound, checking every corner of my apartment, and strangely, it seemed to lead to the closet in the bedroom. That's when things got seriously unsettling. As I approached the closet, the whispers transformed into distinct words. I could hear names, snippets of conversations, and even laughter. It felt like I was eavesdropping on someone else's life, like turning into a frequency that I wasn't supposed to. I opened the closet hesitantly, half expecting someone to be inside, but there was nothing. Just clothes hanging in boxes stacked. The whispers persisted though, and now they were even echoing through the entire apartment. I couldn't sleep. The constant murmur of voices invaded my thoughts. Desperate for answers, I asked my neighbors if they experienced anything similar. They looked at me like I was crazy. They assured me the building was quiet, and no one had ever reported hearing strange noises. I decided to spend the night in a hotel, hoping a change of scenery could help. Yet, even in a different place, the whispers persisted. It's like they've attached themselves to me, following wherever I go. I reached out to the building management, and they dismissed my concerns, claiming there was no history of paranormal activity. They even suggested that I might be stressed or tired, but I know what I'm hearing. Now, I'm at a loss. The whispers continue, growing more insistent each night. I can't escape them, and it feels like they're unraveling something hidden within these walls. I don't know what to do. Has anyone experienced something like this? I'm genuinely scared, and any advice would be appreciated. Update. I'm back with an update on the eerie situation in my apartment. First off, I want to thank everyone for the overwhelming support and suggestions. It means a lot. The whispers persisted, and they're getting more intense. However, I want to clarify that I've consulted with mental health professionals, and it's definitely not schizophrenia. I appreciate your concern, but we've completely ruled that out. After my last post, I decided to stay with a friend for a few days, hoping a change of environment would help. Shockingly, the whispers followed me once more. It's like they're attached to me personally, not with the apartment. I'm at my wit's end, and the lack of sleep is definitely taking a toll. I took the advice to document everything, and I've tried to record the whispers, but it's less clear in real life. Some people suggest using a white noise machine, and while it helps drown out the voices a little bit, it doesn't eliminate them completely. I even reached out to my landlord and brought up the possibility of a previous tenant experienced something similar. They assured me that there's no history of paranormal activity, and my apartment had been vacant for a while before I even moved in. A few neighbors have since acknowledged hearing strange noises, but they seem hesitant to discuss it. It's like there's an unspoken agreement to keep quiet about whatever is happening. I'm considering bringing in a paranormal investigator to see if they can shed some light on my situation. It's a shot in the dark, but I'm running out of options. If anyone has dealt with anything like this or has an additional advice, please share with me. I'm grateful for the support, and the community has been a source of comfort during these unnerving times. And that's all they've posted so far. I'm gonna go to their page and see if they have any updates, because this is really freaking creepy. No, they have no updates, so I'm curious if anything has gone on further, because that was posted 44 days ago. So that's really weird. I would hate to be in an apartment alone and hear like voices. That's absolutely fucking terrifying. So thank you so much for allowing me to read that, but I hate that so much. Oh my God, I feel so bad for you. If you guys have any advice you can give them, leave it down below in the comment section, and hopefully they can come over and see your guys' advice. I don't know, because that is terrifying. The next story that I want to read is from the ghost section on Reddit, and it's from the Reddit author Golden-Abyss, and this one's titled, How Do You Get Rid of a Ghost? This is real, and I don't know how else to explain these things besides it being a ghost. My friend and I recently moved in together, and we found a nice quiet house on a dead-end road. At first, it wasn't really bad, just kind of creepy when alone, but every house is like that. The things escalated though. My friend told me she was showering and got out and heard someone walking through the kitchen whistling. I kind of shrugged it off as it just being the pipes, until I went to the bathroom and I heard it myself a few days later. It's not every shower or flush. It's only occasionally when it happens. Small things being in different spots, stuff like that. Then we would just hear footsteps, banging in the basement, stuff that we could say is maybe the house settling, pipes, etc. Now it's worse. Her boyfriend is obsessing with catching something himself. My friend got a spirit box and we got some really good feedback on it, but the stuff is escalating. Her boyfriend wakes up screaming in the middle of the night. The footsteps have turned into stomps. Last night I was sleeping and all the things on my closet shelf flew across the room. I have no wind in here, and they're heavy, like my headset for gaming. I also constantly hear knocking and tapping on my bedroom window. I hear voices when I'm home alone and the TV's turned off, and it will play music or videos in the middle of the night when everyone is sleeping. We don't have cameras, but we got pretty brand new locks and keys because first we legitimately thought someone was breaking in. So what do? I'm growing terrified to go to sleep. Update. Last night I had a friend over because I didn't want to sleep alone. He slept in my room with me, and about 3 a.m. we heard scratching underneath our bed. I woke him up and he said, "Do you have a cat?" I do not have a cat. I checked under my bed and there was nothing there. We were both freaked out, but we ended up going back to bed. Update 2. Our power went out. We lit some candles for lights, but we heard scratching on the basement door. The candles then went out and we heard a growl and it sounded like leaves outside the living room window were being stepped on. We recorded it and put the phone on the window and nothing. I'm gonna set up a Ring camera tonight and see if I can catch anything. I'm gonna light my prayer candle with sage and I keep hoping for the best. No, we don't have a carbon monoxide poisoning as guests notice things too, like in my last update. I also have a detector in my room that works fine. The pipes are somewhat new as my landlord did just redo everything, including the water boiler. We are trying all rational explanations, but I fear our Ouija session only summoned something much worse. Okay, so they did a Ouija board session? Oh my God, why do people mess with this stuff and then act surprised when things go bad? Oh my God, that is fucking terrifying. So I don't have any updates for you guys from that specific author, but that is terrifying. I'm very curious if they're still experiencing that because that is absolutely fucking bonkers. But my camera is overheating because I did just film a video, so I need to stop filming now. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, please feel free to leave me an emoji down below. Leave me your favorite Halloween emoji because we are a spooky channel. Let me know if you guys made it to the end of the video. If you guys have any scary stories that you want to share with me, please feel free to message me either over Instagram, over my email, and I will definitely read your guys' personal stories as soon as you guys send them. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry that this is a shorter video, but my camera is overheating, so I really need to turn it off. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Bye.